Hey guys, today we're going to be bending the rules to Bad Samaritans. We've created 6 new game modes for Bad Samaritans, and in 6 videos we'll be taking you through these new game modes. We'll have 6 game modes. One will be a younger version for younger people, people under 16. We'll have a version for a 2-player mode. We'll have a hardcore version, which is a little bit more brutal. We'll have an easier mode, and we're going to have a role-playing version. We'll be taking you through these modes in 6 different videos. And today we want to start with the kiddie version. So let's say this version is available for people of 12 years and older by simply removing a few cards that are a bit violent. Now I must remind you, there might be some cards left in there still, so go through the deck. If you see any cards that you're like, I don't want my kid to see that, please remove them. There's some cards still there in there with drinking or other things, but let's just kick it off. First card we will ask you to remove are the drugs cards. So the drug spell and the power of the drugs. So these two, we would like to ask you to remove them. So to make the game a little bit more kid friendly. The other 2 cards are both to do with a bit more gory subjects. So one is sawn off feet, and the other one is the power to survive your daily hanging and stealing. Both of these cards can maybe shock some children. So yeah, just remove these and your game will be a lot more child friendly. The next cards will be characters that we can remove. One is pretty obvious, it's loud and obnoxious Courtney. The main reason for this removal is that she's holding up her middle finger, and a lot of the text has to do with guns and how guns are good and blah blah blah. So yeah, we would ask you to remove the loud and obnoxious Courtney character to make the game more child friendly. The next card might not be so obvious, but it's Captain Whiskeybeard. He has to do a lot with drinking, but his effect also states that the drugs cards should be used in combination with him. We just removed all the drug cards, so he's a lot less effective. So also for playability, it's a lot less fun to include him. That's why we removed him in this version. In the scenarios, actually, surprisingly, there's only 1 card you should remove, which is the high school shootout. Mostly with Americans, we think this card can be quite brutal. We actually discussed if we should keep this card in our game or not in the beginning, but since it's a 16+ game, we felt like we could afford keeping the card in. So yeah, remove the card and you'll have a more child-friendly game. That's actually it. There's not a lot of cards we're telling you to remove, but as I stated before, go through the cards, make sure that there's nothing in there that your kids could be triggered by or offended by, because you can remove a lot more cards and still play the game very well. So make sure to go through them and not just go blindly about our choices. We still recommend an age of at least 12+, mostly because of the rules and understanding the game a little bit. I think the mechanisms are not compatible with children under 12 because it's still too difficult to handle. So yeah, in this case, if your kids are up for a game of Bad Samaritans, you can take these cards out of the deck and still play with them. So that's our first game mode. We will discuss the other 5 in the next videos. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.